Well, hey, alright, this is the 7th installment already. Is it 7 already? Man, it's going pretty fast. Of the prospect perspective, and in this one we're doing Demetrius Andrade. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade. And with that, he's from Providence, Rhode Island, of the United States, in case you're wondering and didn't know. He's a 2-time world champion, amateur, and he fought in the 2008 Olympics on the U.S. Olympic team. Now he has a 10-0 record in the amateurs, no draws, with 7 knockouts, which, 70% knockout ratio. You like to see he's only 22 years old, and he happens to have one of the worst nicknames in boxing, personally to me, with Boo Boo. I can think of a lot of names I'd rather be known as than Boo Boo. If you deal with kids a lot, you don't want to be known as Boo Boo. Just throwing that out there. But other than that, the Extinguisher, the other nicknames that he goes by, those are all fine and dandy, and it looks cool with the fireman hat and stuff, and kudos to him. But with this, as you look at his fighters' records, there's 59 wins, 34 losses, and 5 draws. 98 total fights. So you're looking at a 60% winning percentage, 35% losing, and 5% draws. 7 of his 10 opponents have had winning records. This is something you want to see. But as you noticed in that, I just named off 10 fighters, and we didn't even get to 100 fights. And one of the fighters he fought had like 30 of them. So he hasn't really been up against any top competition or up-and-comers or anybody with any solid boxing ability under their belt. Well, maybe was it the Williams fight? Some of the guys have had some amateur experience, but not pro experience. Amateurs is fantastic. He is a very, very fast fighter. The problem is it's amateur fast. And when you see that, you'll look at his jab and you'll watch it, and it comes out like this. It's not a bad jab, I'm not saying it. But it's too amateur. See what I'm saying? It's really fast. The problem is his bag isn't even moving. So you have to change over from that amateur style and get more into a pro style. You're going to have to get a little bit more angry, or you're going to have to put a little more ass behind that punch, a little more power behind the punch. Now you will sacrifice a little bit of speed in order to get a pro jab in. But you're able to still get that effect and back people up, move people out of the way, use your jab to actually control people as opposed to them being able just to walk through it. Okay, once he gets up to more experienced people, they will do this with him. Now, he's got a nice left, a big left. When he pops that left hand, when he hits that left, however he lands that shot, well, the right hand is never where I just had it. His right hand drops out of the picture when he's throwing his left. And that right hand is way down here. Not a good thing to see. You don't want to see that. He does carry his right low. When he's popping, he's throwing from low here. And that's not always the best thing to see either. He's got a good counterpunch. He's got very good timing. He's very athletic, so it's hard to tell about his defense because he moves almost like a Roy Jones Jr. The punch comes in, and he can throw punches from any angle. He's got a great uppercut with the left hand. Left hand is deadly. The problem with it, though, is there's a hitch in it. If you watch, whenever he throws that left hand, let me switch over here. Whenever he throws the left hand, it's a hitch, fire. He hitches, then he fires. And he hits that shot off. But it's a big left hand. It's very big. It's very powerful. He goes to the body very well. You'll see him, for all the weakness that jab, when he drops up, when he comes down to the body, when he hits that body, it's big time stuff. Goes to the body very well. This is something you normally don't see from somebody that's had a ton of amateur fights. But this is what you want to see. You want to see him doing that. One of the really cool things that you'll notice is whenever someone ties him up, they always grab his right arm. Well, because he's a southpaw, and that's understandable. That's the arm that's facing front. They'll grab his arm. But man, the second they grab his arm, He is firing off shots with that hand. He's not letting them just hold. He's using, that's an old pro trick, which is nice to see. These are all very, very positive things. He's 6'1", great height. He's been at light middleweight pretty much his whole career. So eventually he's not going to be light middle anymore. Not at 6'1" either. He's eventually going to step up to middleweight, maybe even super middleweight. Yeah, we talk about his right. He holds is very well schooled. When he ducks, a lot of people will see this. Andre Durrell did not do this. When Andre Durrell ducks, his head is looking at the ground, as I show you my bald spot. He looks at the ground. Whenever you watch Andrade, when he ducks, he's always looking at his opponent. He never takes his eyes off. When he comes over here, he's always looking. Whatever side he's on, even though he's down low, he is always looking at his opponent to see what his opponent's throwing. This is very positive. You take your eyes off your opponent, you get hit, plus he could get hammered with an uppercut. But because he's got his head up, and he's looking at what's coming at him, he can see the uppercut, and he's very, very smooth. I want to get that in there. He's very smooth with what he does. Now, looking at this, taking all that into consideration, his Olympic prospect, all that stuff, he's got to fight some people. We have to see him fight guys with 20 wins or 17 wins. You know what I'm saying? He's got to start stepping up that competition a little bit, not like a Oliveira or a Sario. That's not it. He's 12-7. He's lost 5 of his last 6 fights and 4 of those by knockout. This is not a guy that he should be fighting now. He's 10-7. He's 10-0 with 7 knockouts. He's smoking people out of the building. They shouldn't even be in the ring with him, to be honest. So he needs to step his game up. He needs to elevate his game, start fighting guys with 20-plus fights, with 15 wins or more. He's got to start doing this so he can really get an evaluation of his defense and stuff like that. Roy Jones had a fantastic defense when he was younger. He just never evolved. He just never started getting them hands up as his athletic ability started to fade away. But Andrade has all that right now. So very, very promising. I'd like to see him work on these a little more. If he's out there and he ever sees this video, put some more videos up of yourself so people can watch you, get you out there, get you promoted. You know, sky's the limit with the kid. I mean, you go to the Olympics, you've got your 2-time world champ in the amateurs. It's hard to even call you a prospect because people are going to expect you to do more. Okay? Well, hey, this is Bigragu. I'm out of here. All right? Keep punching.